Welcome back to my Jaybird again. And this is game 23 of the blindfold blitzes, 3-minute blitz. And this is another perfect game, just like the last one. And I think he did what he did because I was still had some kind of advantage with a pass pawn here. Let's check it out. D4. I have the white pieces. I don't have a name for this one. After D4, D5. C3, E6, A3, C6, D3, D7, E4, F6, E5, G4, F3, H6, takes H6, takes H6, castle, F6, F4, takes E5, takes E5, check, G5, B1 over, castle, F3, G6, take G6, takes G6, straighten out his pawn structure, and everything looks pretty, rook, 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 3, 2 knights, a bishop, 2 bishops, a knight, okay, 3, 7 pawns, 3, 5, 7 pawns, and we're playing a perfect game here. It's a perfect game. D3, G5, G4, but I time everything right over here on this side. Let's go on. E8, D8. I love doing this. I want to get good to always pushing the rooks over and dealing with these pawns. Let's go on further here. E7, H4. I have the knight here. I've seen it. He takes, I take. Let's see what happens. Takes, H4 takes H4. I take H4 again. Okay. Excellent position for me here. This is looking real good, you know. And the clock's running. E7, he's trying to get some help over here. G5, I push. Now he can't take, he's going to lose his rook. Okay, he goes F5. I'm looking. Luckily, I had a white bishop here. Take F5, he takes. But he's got a pass pawn there too now. F5, he takes. H6, I take. He takes. I take. But my pass pawn is much closer. H6, I take. And then he didn't. I think it's a blunder, but it's not a blunder because the thing of it is, let's say he didn't, and then let me finish this quick. I take G6, and then he resigned. But let's go back to this a little bit. I think if he, instead of moving here, he would have went here. I still would have pushed that piece up, and his rook could have got out and got over here. And obviously, my pawn here, he couldn't go here, so he'd be here, and then I'd run my rook. It'd be on a dark square, and my pawn would be here. And then he'd have to finish the game and have to deal with this. And I couldn't move my rook down and say check and then go in because his bishop would be here. And I couldn't push the pawn because he'd take it and then still hold the position. I'd have to deal with this knight and bring this knight all the way this way up here, and even to be pushed either here, then maybe once that knight, I don't know how much time he had, but if I got here and then here, hold that square, push that pawn while his bishop was here, I think he read it all. I really do. I didn't read it all because, like I said, I'm only in the moment, and we played a perfect game. See, and that's why I said that last time with the rook. I caught that lane and 2 knights, and I think he was adding it up, and I was adding it up, and I think he just didn't. And, I mean, this is a perfect game. Nobody's losing here. We're all winning. Except, and then even it turns out that it's still squared off even anyway, like this. So it's like, but I made every move perfect after this still. He moved, I threatened, so he had to move. I pushed up and stopped. And then double up. He protect, but it didn't happen that way. I already had the protection here. And so he was making the right move, but he just didn't even know he's got the two bishops over here. It just wasn't quite enough to get the job done. Because now at this position, he's got a white bishop. He tries to get the knight in to help, and then he sees he can't take my pawn. He loses rook. And he goes, and now I take down that knight. He goes, my move, I get the pawn no matter what. What's he going to do? Move out of the way? And look, there's a rook here. What? And then to push the pawn. He can't take it because I'll just take him, take. It's not going to work. So he took, and then still like this, in this position like this, the calculating, I don't know if he stopped, well, I think I think he was reading it all, but he just moved there. I don't know if it was on purpose or what, hoping that I'd blunder. But either way, even if he would have went here, 90, let's say his bishop would have been on this spot, up one. I would have went up one. His rook, he would have slid over. My rook would have went down. And then his pawn over, me here, him down. And then me up. And then him down another one. And my rook here. And then even if it would have been a check, wait, see, that's what I'm saying. Look how close that would have been here. Him pushing that pawn down. Or I could have had to run the king over. You know, this all depends if he would have how this would have went. I would have locked that up. If he would have pushed, I probably would have pushed the king over. If he would have went king, he would have went king, he would have went king, and I would have been here. Now if he slides the rook out, well then the pawn's in this lane, he can't, or he slides it over. Huh. Yeah, it's gonna, but I think I got the slight advantage here. Alright, thanks for stopping by. We'll have some more.